Okay, so this is the fourth and final episode of this week's Fun Facts of Liam, and overall, so far, the 89th episode. And I was scouring the internet for like weapons stuff and how far back stuff, warfare things, certain things in warfare goes. Like I did an episode on machine guns in World War One, one of the previous weeks, and those of you out there might know the whole thing to do with gunpowder being, in quotations, invented by the Chinese 3,000 years ago. Well, this is comparable to that. Of a thing I first heard in when I used to watch on DVD the 1990s Fantastic Four, and there was an episode where where Reed, Ben, and Johnny were sent back in time by Doctor Doom, while Sue was held hostage by him to find the coffin of Argos, and they were sent back to like some ancient Grecian times, and they've discovered uh, they got involved in some kind of war with I think some kind of with the Persians. It's usually the Persians where they actually collected Greek fire, and Greek fire was a very real thing during used by the Byzantines and the ancient Greeks, and this Greek fire was thought to be a precursor or predecessor to um, to kind of pave the way to 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 develop flamethrowers. Basically, the the tactics that developed Greek fire were basically advanced hundreds and thousands of years later to be used in the development of flamethrowers in at least World War One and World War Two. Um, so yeah, as basically modern firearms, guns, rifles, whatever were the continued advanced result of the of people in ancient China utilizing gunpowder. Flamethrowers were the result of the Greeks inventing what's called the legendary Greek fire. So yeah, it's quite fascinating to see how because everything has a beginning or a predecessor of some kind. So I thought maybe just look for that kind of thing. People, fire itself is old as time or older than recorded history. So you know, a bit basically, why wouldn't it be? The whole the Greek fire thing is basically the equivalent of people in the BCE era and the early AD era found out how to make basically figured out how to make flamethrowers. So that's what Greek fire is, and not much else to say about that. Yeah, be short, the usual spiel, whatever, wittering on. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you next week as usual. So, yeah. Sorry if these have been a bit, rushed as you'd say, but I don't know. There's sometimes inspiration's quite hard to pluck out of one's one's soul, back of the mind, whatever. But this is basically it for this week. So be sure to view this, and I'll put all the references in there as per usual, and I'll see you soon. And I better be getting, and basically, I'll be getting to bed in a few hours or whatever. So, because it's midnight over here, and I'm not sure what else really to do with myself. So, yeah, as my nan used to say to me as a kid, good night, God bless. Even though those of you who, like, for example, who live in east coast of the US and in Canada, if I've got you down as one of my audience, it's only going to be what, 5 hours, what, 8 o'clock in the evening, whatever. Those of you who live in Morocco and Portugal and all that are going to be on the same time zone, in Ireland, of course, and etc. etc. I'm not sure about like South Korea and everything like that, but anyway, you might be in front. You might be in the next day already. But yeah, that was basically it for this week's Fun Facts with Liam, and I'll see you next week on the usual day. So that's enough from me, and good night, God bless once again.